At the end of this year, the tax cuts that were put in place nearly a decade ago are set to expire. And if those tax cuts expire, we are going to raise taxes during a recession. And we're going to raise taxes on small businesses. As many as 750,000 small businesses in America will be impacted by higher taxes at the end of the year if Congress doesn't act. Now look, I walked across the aisle to work with my colleagues from the other side on something that made sense for job creation. And I know now that there are 4 or 5 or 6 of my colleagues on the other side who are saying, let's not raise taxes on anybody during a recession. We need to work together. We need to work together to be problem solvers. It doesn't make any sense to raise taxes during a recession. It doesn't make any sense to raise capital gains taxes, which will stop investment. It doesn't make any sense to raise the taxes on dividends, which will hurt seniors, which will hurt people who invest in companies, which will chill business. It doesn't make any sense to raise taxes on small business people who we know create 2 out of every 3 jobs in this country, more than that in my home state. So I hope we will work together to extend the current policy for everyone and not raise taxes in the middle of a recession. Let me say that there's one more thing that this Congress can do right now to help job creation. We've got 3 pending trade agreements with Panama, with Colombia, and with South Korea. The President of the United States said in his last State of the Union address that he wants to pass these free trade agreements. He wants to promote trade and exports with foreign countries. Why haven't we taken them up? Why haven't we passed them? Colombia and Panama are huge trading partners of my home state of Florida. If you pass these free trade agreements, you will create jobs in Florida almost immediately. So let's get out of the business of pulling huge levers on this economy, imposing new restrictions and burdens and taxes on businesses. Let's promote trade. When we act, let's act judiciously with the surgeon's knife and not the bureaucrat's bludgeon.